Hello, my name is John Kisgen, and this is my ISM 3011 Tableau 2 project. So to start, I would like to show you my data. So in the data here, you can see that there are headings for each section, and from country, region, state, zip code, cities within those states, the sales date of which items were sold, and then the department from which items, and then the items themselves are all on here, and sales and profit. So initially when I was looking at this, I didn't get much information. Obviously, there's things to pull from region and state to figure out numbers, but really what I was focused on is the sales and profit, because that's where I can find outliers in my data. So I started initially by doing a sales and region graph. So I started by putting in each region into the rows and finding out the sum of their sales. And obviously the 2 years are here at the top, and then the items themselves are down on the bottom. So when I was looking at this, I saw that in 2023 specifically, compared to 2022, the numbers were much higher. And looking specifically at this Lagan, I saw that it was 68,446,000. It was the darkest bar by far in rating off of the green, from red to green. This is what stuck out to me at first. So to get a better look at sales in the West, I decided to make a chart. Another bar chart, but this one's more tailored specifically just to the West. So obviously all the specific items are down here, and you can see that Lagan is much higher than any other ones. Obviously there's Renling, and then the other one here is Morabo. And while using this is obviously like you can change in between these. But this Lagan, I wanted to see how it was specifically compared, because on my initial sheet, obviously these are closer, but I just wanted a better idea of 2023 too specifically, just to see the amount, like just how much more this was. So I did a profit map after this, and this one is also interchangeable with the years that it's using, but this just gives us a great idea of the amount of profit that these states are coming out of. So I know that this Lagan is crazy high sales, right? And California has by far the biggest profit of any state. I mean, it's probably all of them combined is right around what you're going to get for California. So knowing these two things off of what I've learned, I then decided to make a regional profit sales chart. So this is a interactive dashboard where I can change the years. I can select for 2022, have their revenue and their sales up here to compare the two numbers. So Lagan in 2022 in the Western region did 30 million, and then combined was 68 million. Or no, this was just for 2023. So this you can see, as in like Montana, let's say for specifically, they sold 568,000, whereas in California they sold 37,288,000. So then to know where this number, well, where is this number really coming from? So in the months of October and December is when sales peaked for Legans. So in almost reaching 6 million in October of 2023, and then almost 5.5 million in December of 2023. And then obviously there are a couple numbers here that are big, but still not nearly what this is. So this is really where I found that where there's a big difference in the amount of sales. So Starting off with the story, this table displays the sales in each region of the United States. When looking through, the West has produced a much higher sales output. As you can see here, displayed, the South, not so much. The East and the Central did pretty well, but by far, it's the West. And then this was a more specified chart of what was going on in the West. So for the years combined. And then according to the profit map on the left, California is by far the biggest revenue generator in the West region, as you can see here with the 63 million. And then this again was my dashboard. This dashboard displays each state's sales and profit in the Western region, also allowing the user to see both 2022 and 2023 sales and profit in the same place. So you can see the revenue here, and then the profit, I should say, and then the sales up on top. And then for the last pane of the story, previously knowing that the sales in the West were so high, then finding that the appliance Lagan was the biggest seller and learning that California had the most revenue by far, we now see the months in which Lagans were selling the most. So this obviously in October of 2023 and December. So through this project, I learned how to work through a field of data and find something that may be an outlier. This project forced me to work through the data and use visualizations to see where some outliers in the data might be. I also learned that once I found these outliers, I needed to find where they were coming from, and I was able to do so. I familiarized myself with using filters and working through the data to do better, to refine my skills. And that's all. Thank you.